Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Nice review of what we've done in social media for those that have been participating in 2021. Up to just over 1,000 followers on Facebook. You can see the number of total posts that were done in 2021. You see most of the engagements were in the month of April and June. Not a huge surprise there. Top viewed posts with 321 views, but we averaged 150 views per post. So just to give you an idea of what each post gets as far as audience. Brooke did note that post engagements are fairly low, with a high of 12% of viewers engaging, but average is closer to 3 to 5% per post. She would like to see that percentage increased in 2022. Average or the breakdown of our followers: 74% women, 24% men. The age groups are 65 plus, with 45 to 54 closely behind that. The lowest age group is the 18 to 24 year olds, with less than 1%. Most of the followers are from the Toledo area. Not much more breakdown that we can do than that, since the membership is scattered throughout the metro area and beyond. Just some stats that you can look over real quick that I'll leave on the screen: number of people reached, those engagements, those posts that had included links, the number of clicks on those links. So not very many there. So it does appear to be a lot of posts with links going out to other sites being done. The number of comments on posts, again, fairly low. Shares a little bit better. Reactions, which can be liking it or emojis, things like that, and I believe reactions also includes comments, but that's another form of engagement. Photo views, so clicks, so if the post was not just text but a photo, how many people actually clicked on the photo. New followers, we gained 41 for Facebook. Instagram now, post engagements are only viewable for the previous 90 days on Instagram, so there's not very much information we could get in the aggregate for 2021, since Brooke was pulling that data essentially in January of 2022. So the 90 days before that is a pretty slow season for everybody in the membership. Not very many posts being put up on Instagram or Facebook at that time of year. The Instagram page did gain 85 followers last year compared to the 41 for Facebook. So we are seeing good growth there, and obviously the opportunity to grow even more on Instagram. Pinterest, we didn't do very much with. It was on the list for 2021, but more of the focus was on the Facebook and Instagram. So Brooke did say she was going to dive more into Pinterest, and she was looking for anybody who may already have an active Pinterest page to any feedback that they might want to share with her. You can always email it to me or to Joe or directly to Brooke. Since we don't really have any data, the Maumee Valley Growers Pinterest page is essentially a blank slate at this point. The people who in the membership who have Pinterest pages, we can pin and repin, what they're putting up, but for the most part, it's somewhat limited. But she does want to expand on it in 2022. It's one of the goals that she wants to get more Pinterest posts and try to get more of the membership to post. That way there's more for Maumee Valley Growers page to share. So the recommendations that Brooke made for post engagements for those participating in the program for 2022, an action item would be for growers to post more often. She's recommending, if you only post once a week, try to get that to 2 or 3 times a week. If you already post 2 or 3 times a week, maybe make that a daily post. If you're not posting even on a weekly basis, probably weekly, which should be your goal. The more you post, the more opportunity for engagement with your customers, the more opportunity for Maumee Valley growers to amplify and broadcast what you're posting. Most growers are using Facebook, which you can see by the amount of engagement and the posts that were put up. And Facebook does trend towards an older clientele, so it's something to keep in mind. If you're trying to attract, younger buyers, not necessarily young, just younger, Instagram and Pinterest and a few other ones like TikTok and Snapchat are out there, of course. Those are opportunities that everyone should probably take advantage of, especially if they're familiar with Facebook and they're in the habit of posting on Facebook. Putting this also, on your task list, should, create a lot of opportunity for all the growers. And it does seem like most of the growers are starting to slowly trickle over, into those other social media platforms. Any particular questions about the social media program or any of the data that anybody would like to see or go over in more detail, both home and abroad?
We'll need to pay another fee for the 2022 year, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it's an annual program. So anybody who is not part of the program, we can get you the details on what the fee is. It's fairly minimal for the year.
Yeah, it was about $200 per year. Last year, we had a $50 stipend from the grant. We don't have that this year. There were about 15 participants. You're going to get an email from me in the next few days asking if you would like to participate again. You'll probably end up getting a call from me. We'll kick it off sometime in March. So we're getting closer to our time. So it'll be like a duplication of what we did last year. And we are reporting all the data to the grant, because one of the things were to increase sales volume and strategies as to increase retail sales primarily. And so we'll keep an eye on it. Stay tuned.
Do you want to mention anyone who's looking for additional help or training?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me, Zach. We do have monies left in the grant this year, which, by the way, finishes up the end of September of this year in 22. For those of you that want to expand your outreach from just Facebook to other platforms, we have a gal that knows these platforms and will gladly call you, and her time is being paid for by the grant. So if you want to expand into Instagram or Pinterest or others, I will send out an email at the same time as the other one. You can call her, she will call you. Last year we had 4 or 5 people respond to her. So if it's just a matter of needing a review, that's okay too. So both those programs will be again held this spring.